Okay, welcome back to another video. um, I'm using my only Windows machine, which I explained before, because Elgato Stream Deck and my 4K X capture device only work on Windows. I'm using my Intel 11700 with an Intel ARC B580 that I bought specifically for this machine. Um, has 64 gigs of RAM in it, and it does all right. You know, it is many generations old, but that's all right. So I can't show you the card, the B580, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Um, the card does well. It does well at 1440p, just like all the reviewers out there said it does. Um, it's alright at 1080p, but it's much more comfortable at 1440p for the card and what it produces on screen. So it is a nice card. And I got the limited edition, Founders Edition is what that means. It was made by Intel. I went to Micro Center, and this is the box it came in. I was like, oh, that's not very impressive. Plain brown box. What the hell? When I got it home, this is what was inside. I was more impressed with the box, to be honest. I mean, first impression, taking it out of the box, I was like, holy smokes. This is a nice box. And then you get another box. You take the sleeve off, you get another box. And inside, I mean, I drove to Micro Center in Cambridge, Mass, which is about 55 miles each way for me. So roughly 110-mile round trip. I brought my Bella with me. She's gnawing on her yak bone over there. Anyway, once you open up the box, this is really funny. Quick start guide. There is nothing in this except a bunch of gibberish. So I guess you're supposed to scan the QR code. Well, what do I need to do that for? I built enough systems. I know what I'm doing. Oops. Inside came this very nice microfiber cloth. It's all black. You get a lot of blue reflection from the LEDs around me here, but it is a nice little microfiber cloth. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have to take care of that. I'm not going to be using it for any cleaning because it will get ruined. I got other microfiber cloths for that. And then the box. I don't know how well you can see this on camera. Let me see if I can open this and you can see what happens here. When you open the cover, the entire box pivots this way. I mean, this is like high-end kind of boxing. There's a cloth down here that kept it from getting scratched right in the right where the GPU was resting. But that wasn't all. See the Let's Play? You push up from the bottom, and this comes out. And I was like, what the hell is this? And you open it up. It folds out like this. And you got some obligatory stickers, which I haven't used. And you got this thing. And yeah, I got this thing. Complete with faux contact points resembling a graphics card. And what these two pieces are for is you can create your own Intel ARC GPU by breaking out all of this stuff. It's all perforated and everything. You can just punch it out and build your own little cardboard, I don't know, display, I guess. Display piece. Yeah. Oh, here we go. And this is how you display it once you put it all together. This thing here becomes your base, and the card goes in. Where am I? Right there. Kind of upside down. Yeah, the camera's blurry. I don't think it's used to being, I don't think it works close up. But I was like, holy moly. Now, oops. Sorry folks, I dropped something. Slide. I don't know what that is. Oh, this goes inside the cardboard faux graphics card. Maybe to give it some stiffness or something. Anyway. Oh, that comes in this little thing. You know, before I got into the auto / truck parts world, I was a printer. And creating a box like this is not cheap. It's just not cheap. So let me put my quick start guide back in my box. So I've had this for, I don't know, 2-3 months. I went to Micro Center to get it, and I'll tell you why. I've wanted one of these cards since they first came out. And I was like, I want to get one of those. I watched the reviews. Everybody liked the card. It performs well. And the limited edition, the Founders Edition, if you will, that's what NVIDIA calls it, but whatever, was supposed to be $250. Well, you couldn't get them anywhere a year ago, because I think they were released at the end of 2024. So I just put it to the back of my mind. Every once in a while I get on Amazon. This same graphics card on Amazon was going for $400. Right up until I bought it at the end of last year. It was $400. I went up to Micro Center. Well, I reserved one online for $250. It was actually MSRP. It's the only graphics card I have I actually paid MSRP for. Imagine that. I haven't been disappointed. This whole setup I've got going on here is running that B580, and I don't have any issues with it at all. I haven't had any issues. I don't have any driver problems. They are. I don't have driver issues. I just say that the whole download of uh, the drivers, it's a multi-step process. You got to look in your system tray on the right, and there's one for Intel driver and support assistant, and that tells you if you need a driver update. And then the Intel graphics software also runs in the system tray where you can, you know, change your settings or whatever. So, all in all, I'm not disappointed. For $250 for a graphics card that does well with 1440p, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. And it's better than spending four, five, six, $700. Like, my 9070 XT, I spent $740 on. The 9060 XT was four something when I bought that. Both 16 gig models. The B580 is a 12 gig model, and I don't know about if we're going to see any more Intel ARC GPUs this year. I think everything is pretty much just up in the air, unobtainium, too much money. The RAM I have in my AM5 system downstairs, 64 gigabytes, G-Skill, Trident Z, cost me $500 in November. I was a little late to the party on that one. That RAM has doubled. It's now very close to $1,000. It's ridiculous. This is not the era or the time to be building PCs. Yet, I've got an X99 board downstairs that's going in my little, it's going to be my new server. My new Rust server, actually. One of the things it's going to do. I'm going to put a Rust server on it. My other dev server is gone. So I want to put it on that. And I'm just fooling around. It's going to run Linux like every other computer that I have except for this one. I got three behind me. I got that little HP crap box over there, Linux. Behind the fridge, you can see one of them. I can't, yeah, here we go. That one right there. That's my AM4 system. And then there's one next to it that was my wife's. That has a 11400 in it and an RX 6600. All three of those computers have Linux on them, as well as my main gaming PC downstairs. That has Linux on it. Specifically, Manjaro, all four of them. It is just very easy to install, and I mean, the anti-cheat is a problem for online games. Certain online games, like PUBG, does not run at all. It doesn't even, nope. You click start or go or whatever the green button says, play, I don't know. I don't remember, I just click it. And immediately, doesn't run. Just flat out doesn't run. And I get that because it's online and there's a lot of cheaters out there. It's disappointing, but what are you gonna do? Okay, that's all I got. Um, I have tried to do something about the mic. Uh, K Shipper gave me some pointers. I ordered a new ring light to help with this situation here. I have to do this in my room, my bedroom, because I can't do it downstairs because my dad is deaf and that TV is over 80 decibels loud. And, most of the time I've got earbuds in my ears listening to my tablet or watching something on my tablet while I'm on my computer. When she lets me, yeah, she, uh, she has become quite attached to me. And this seems to be the only time that I can actually sit down at a computer without her complaining. She complains in her own way. I know what it means. But she's adorable. She's she's been a lifesaver to me, and I'm gonna be her lifesaver. I don't know if I mentioned this anywhere, but I discovered she had epilepsy, uh, which was kind of scary. I didn't realize what it was. There had been a few things that happened that I was like, what's going on here? And what finally made me aware that it was a seizure she was having was I let her outside, and I'm always with her. I don't leave her out alone. I took her outside. I stepped out the door, and she immediately crashed, all twisted up, and she was shaking like crazy. And I just picked her up and I brought her back in to the entryway on the stairway, and I just held on to her. And within 3 minutes, it was over. I I got her into the vet the next day. I told them what happened. This is not the first time, but I didn't recognize the other two times that it happened that I know of that she was having a seizure. I thought it was just slippery floors in my sister-in-law's house, and she was all discombobulated because of the slippery floors. It wasn't. She had a seizure twice. So, while we were over there, not the same day, but different times. So she's on a very inexpensive med, and so far, it's been good. Nothing has happened since. So I'm glad we caught it, and she's been a happy little girl. And right now, she's chewing our yak. I buy her these yak uh, bones. It's hard. It's hard cheese. It's basically what it is. Yak cheese. Only buy them from the Safe Dog Food Company on Amazon. Do not buy the imitations. I bought an imitation because I couldn't remember the name of the Safe Dog Food Company, Dog Chew Company, and they splintered and had sharp edges. And I'm like, that's not going to be good going down our throat. So I threw them away. I got the Safe Dog Food, Dog Chew Yak cheese for her, and she loves it. It's good for her teeth. Her teeth have really come a long way since I got her because her teeth were a mess. And, well, anyway, she's doing well. She's happy. She sleeps right there with me all night long. She's a content little girl. She's attached to me. I'm attached to her. It's been a good thing, and I'm really glad for it. Okay, this video is now almost 20 minutes long, and you need to do something, go right ahead because bye bye.